Hello, hola, I am Donald Simmons, the baseline poet, here to start conversations by way of uplifting your mind to consciousness. And I'm here today to recite my poem to you titled, Look It Up. Look It Up. This is a brutally honest account of my association with townspeople who have backstabbed and united against me and tell me I am making it up. They have said before, oh, the alpha male loves control, the follower looks up to the alpha male, and the beta males don't want control, they control others. The town center throws these subliminal jabs, as I described in my notes, to establish dominance and power. Yet this local official is interesting. Your diarist, let us refer to her as Ava Gardner, a threat to them. They consistently love to say, when I was coming up back in my day. Their friend, little Wile E. Coyote, does too. Because they gaslight me into thinking I am immature. They have also bragged about how they have subscribed to my YouTube channel and how I need to be civilly committed. Yet damage control is a self-admitted bipolar. It's schizophrenic. I have known 3 townspeople like that. The public relations industry themselves is one. My former relationship with an imposter modern-day Desi Arnaz III philanderer is another. And the former flame of this mother hen is the third. The heretical Charles Chaplin is serving a 15-year prison sentence for their domestic violence toward me in my former swoop vest chicken coop, which nearly had me removed from the hen by the proper Roman senatorship. So old Yeller cried as a way to manipulate the employees of Julius Caesar into thinking the nest of Lassie is saintly. It is all about that falsified image of Italian perfection. Mistress of the petrified forest has allowed her volatile former keepers of the flame to call me all types of crazy, a horrible businessman. It's all in your head. Yet neighbors of the clever ostrich have assault cases that were thrown out of court. I think they tried to gaslight me into thinking that since they were dragging me into their lies. I've since learned not to bring up their current 9-year relationship with a fatty Arbuckle, James Cagney typified caricature, who has been married for 30 years to a long-forgotten being named the Typhoid Fever. They refer to my friends in derogatory context as well and have called them those terminologies. They have even called my transgender contemporary that word, in which they showed complacency to me by excusing it away. When we get into fights, Sarah Lawrence Westchester forces me to call others and will then snatch the phone from me and control the narrative and lie by omission to shift her collegiate New Yorker perception and tone. I know too much about deviance to the point where I do not even want to entertain someone who wants to be in the relationship with me for the time being. I want friends only, and if they want more, I am cutting them off. I've said I will make you go so mad as to send Western Union wires addressed to yourself. If I don't consent to a relationship, refusal is listed in the dictionary. Look, it's up. The villagers, which I refer to as 12 angry men, also hate that I'm always around one of the citizens. Even as a kid, they used to tell me, you're supposed to focus on being a kid. I was being abused by my entire labor constituency as Prince Regent. queen of ghastly misfortune, is desperate for me to speak to them even now. A separate snake is scamming the wasp currently, and the mosquito, to my closest spider, even convinced her she was being hunted. Even though 4 months before today the larva ignored me. I have survived 5 abusive relationships and 3 domestic violence incidents, all of whom were from praying eyes that I chose because I settled for species at the bottom of this genus. I refuse to be in close proximity again with an ecosystem who constantly use their lips to admit their wrongdoing. Not their scaly sisters of their for whom the bell tolls skin. It is toxic. I am tired of it. I woke up to find this morning, and then there were none. I'm Donald Simmons, your Ava Gardner type diarist from Smithville, North Carolina, and this has been my lovely recitation of my new poem titled Look It's Up. Thank you so much for listening. Good day.